What if I told you the cure you've been searching for isn't locked in a lab, sealed in a pill bottle, or hidden behind prescriptions, but instead it's been under your feet this entire time, growing silently, waiting for you to notice? The Earth, ancient and alive, holds secrets that modern science is only beginning to understand. Secrets that don't scream but whisper, through roots, through leaves, through the quiet language of nature. Some of those secrets are saving lives. And today, you're going to hear them. But before we go any further, hit that subscribe button right now, because what you'll discover in the next few minutes could change the way you see the world and your health forever. There was a time when healing didn't come from a pharmacy. It came from the soil, from trees, from herbs, from the rivers and the forests. Long before we had textbooks and test tubes, we had instinct. We had observation. We had elders who passed down knowledge not written in ink, but carried in their hands, in their stories, in their daily rituals. They knew the power of plants because they lived it. Because they watched wounds close with the help of leaves, and illnesses fade with the help of roots. Healing wasn't outsourced. It was intimate, sacred. And then we forgot. As convenience became king and time became money, we stopped bending down to the earth. We stopped listening. We stopped trusting the green medicine that had served us for thousands of years. Now, a dandelion is just a weed to be plucked. Lavender is just a fragrance for soap. Mint is something to flavor our gum. But each of these humble plants holds properties that can calm anxiety, ease digestion, and restore balance in the body. The earth never stopped offering. We just stopped accepting. Yet nature, in all her quiet grace, never walked away. She kept growing, in cracks in the pavement, on the edges of forgotten fields, through the ruins of cities. The cure never left us. We just turned our backs on it. Now something is shifting. People are remembering. Not because it's trendy, but because it works. Science is finally validating what indigenous cultures have known for centuries. Turmeric isn't just a spice. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory. Ashwagandha isn't just a root. It calms the nervous system, balances hormones, and restores resilience. Chamomile doesn't just make a nice bedtime tea. It reduces stress and soothes the digestive tract. These aren't alternative solutions. They're original ones. And I want you to remember something. Healing doesn't always come in the form of quick fixes. Sometimes it comes through patience, through presence, through connection. If what I'm saying stirs something in you, if a part of you is waking up, subscribe to this channel right now. Because this is just the beginning of what we're uncovering together. The earth doesn't sell you promises. It doesn't package healing with side effects. It simply exists, gently, powerfully, patiently. And that's why it's so easy to overlook. In a world that's constantly screaming for your attention, the whispers of the earth are easy to miss. But those whispers are where the healing begins. The scent of rosemary can sharpen your memory. The oil of eucalyptus can clear your lungs. The bitterness of valerian can help lull your mind into sleep. These are not myths. They are messages. Messages left by a living world that wants to see you whole. Are you listening? Ask yourself, when was the last time you touched the earth with intention? When did you last feel soil between your fingers, or lay on the grass without checking your phone, or sit beneath a tree just to listen to the wind move through its branches? Healing is not just physical, it's spiritual, emotional, and reconnection is the first step. Around the world, people are beginning to remember. There are parents brewing teas instead of reaching for pills. There are cancer patients finding strength through mushroom extracts like reishi and chaga. There are doctors who are finally opening their minds and their hearts to herbal medicine, not as competition, but as complement. This quiet revolution is happening. It's not being televised. It's not being advertised. But it's real. And it's growing. Leaf by leaf. Person by person. Breath by breath. And here's something beautiful. You don't have to be an expert to be part of it. You don't need to memorize Latin names or learn ancient rituals. You simply need to be open. Open to learning. Open to feeling. Open to trusting your intuition again. So why did we forget in the first place? Was it comfort? Was it capitalism? Was it fear? Maybe all of it. But forgetting has consequences. Chronic illnesses are rising. Mental health is crumbling. People are more anxious, more fatigued, more disconnected than ever. Our bodies are crying out, and we're told to silence the symptoms instead of asking what they're trying to tell us. But here's the good news. What was forgotten can be remembered. What was lost can be reclaimed. What was ignored can once again become sacred. That's why you're here. Not just for information, but for transformation. You don't want just another remedy. You want reconnection. You want to feel grounded, whole, alive. So start small. Grow basil on your windowsill. Drink lemon balm tea before bed. Use ginger when your stomach feels uneasy. Let lavender calm your nervous system. Light sage when your spirit feels heavy. Let plants teach you how to be human again. Because this is not just about physical health. It's about spiritual return. It's about honoring the intelligence of the earth and the intelligence of your own body. You were never meant to be at war with yourself. You were meant to be in harmony with nature, with the seasons, with the rhythms that sustain life. Imagine for a moment a different world. A world where every schoolyard has an herb garden, where every home has a shelf of tinctures and teas, where hospitals don't just administer pills but cultivate plants, where knowledge of natural healing isn't seen as primitive, but as profound. Can you picture it? It begins with awareness, with curiosity, with you. That vision becomes reality when more of us start to ask different questions, when we begin to trust that maybe, just maybe, the earth knew what she was doing all along. If any part of this resonates, if your heart said yes even once, then you are part of that vision. You are not alone. There are thousands, millions of people around the world waking up just like you. People who are tired of being sick. People who are tired of being numb. People who are ready to feel again. The earth is speaking. Not with thunder or earthquakes, but with leaves that flutter when you pass by. With herbs that bloom at just the right moment. With that gentle pull inside your chest that says, come back, come home. So listen deeply, and don't let this message end here. If this touched you, if you believe in the quiet power of nature, if you're ready to be part of something real, subscribe to this channel right now, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear these words. Because there are people out there who are still lost, still disconnected, still in pain. And maybe, just maybe, the earth is how we begin to heal. Not just as individuals, but as a world. You were never disconnected, only distracted. And now you're remembering. Welcome back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending this time with me. I truly appreciate your presence here. Take care of yourself, stay connected to the earth, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.